Hey guys, Dave here, and welcome to Journeys Begun. This video is the first in a series of 3 where I will share with you my journey to each of the ABC islands of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao, and how I opted for experiences that fitted my budget. That's right, on the cheaper side. Join me as we take a look at these beautiful islands and see how you can also enjoy these places for a few dollars less. Since I visited these places by cruise ship, I knew I had just the limited time to spend at each port. So, taking that into consideration, I sat down ahead of time and planned what I wanted to do at each place. Now here's what I prefer. To really enjoy a vacation, I do not like to cram my itinerary with a million things. I prefer to take things at a slow pace and savor each moment. So I decided on doing just one thing at each of these places. And being the beach lover that I am, that one thing had to include, you got it, getting into the water. So let's begin with Aruba. Now, spoiler alert, I am not saving the best for the last. Of all the 3, I found Aruba to be the most enjoyable. There is something so relaxing and wonderful about this place. It was clean, friendly, and affordable. Now, wouldn't you just love to hear those 3 words describing a place that you plan to visit? When researching earlier, I discovered that there were a few beaches that sounded great to visit. Aruba boasts numerous public beaches like Eagle Beach, Palm Beach, and Arashi Beach, perfect for swimming, sunbathing, and snorkeling. Since I didn't want to waste time or money, I chose a beach close by, Eagle Beach. It is a free beach, and I found that taking the local bus was convenient, quick, and didn't cost much. So let me tell you about it. To get to Eagle Beach from the Oranjestad cruise port by bus, walk towards the main gate of the cruise ship terminal. When you exit the terminal, cross the road at the Diamonds International store. The bus stop is located in the area behind that store. Take the Arubus L10 heading towards Eagle Beach. You can purchase tickets at the bus terminal or directly from the driver, though paying at the window may be more convenient. The round trip costs US $5 per person. They accept the dollar there as well. One thing I have to say is that I found the people in Aruba extremely friendly. The concierge giving directions at the cruise ship terminal was very friendly, polite, and exceedingly helpful. And so was the person at the bus stop. What a great way to begin a trip to a place that you have never visited before. The bus ride to Eagle Beach takes about 15 to 20 minutes. But it was a jolty, swinging drive, as our driver seemed to be in a hurry for some reason. I think there are a couple of stops for Eagle Beach, but I got off at the very first one, as I wanted to walk a bit and check out the beach. As you walk along the beach, you can see rows of beach chairs and umbrellas. These typically belong to the hotels and resorts directly behind them. You may be approached and given offers. As I walked, I realized the ones closest to the first bus stop charged higher rates. I walked all the way to a bar called Passions on the beach. There, luckily, I was able to snag a chair and an umbrella at a discounted rate, as someone had just left. But you could just hang out anywhere on the beach itself, lay out a towel and sunbathe if that's your thing. The beach was quite clean and not very crowded. The weather was near perfect. Even though it was a bit warm, there were clouds and a balmy breeze. Getting into the water, I found it clean, clear, and refreshing. I didn't snorkel here, choosing instead to just relax in the cool waters. After a long lazy time there, I got back to the lounge chair to rest for a bit and just watch the scene and the waves as they gently crashed. I was soon ready for a drink and a bite, but then came the shocker. They only accept credit cards at the bar, and I had only brought cash. This was something I missed out on in my research. It isn't fun having a great beach, but no food or chilled beverage to go along with it. Fortunately, there was a superfood store a short walk away, across the main road, behind the Passions bar. Wow, that saved the day. And it was way cheaper. The rest of the day was a wonderful, lazy roll by, until it came time to leave. Picking up the bus on the street behind Passions bar was easy. I think it's 30 minutes in between rides. If you allow yourself a few extra minutes, you could also find time to stroll around the main street at the port at Aruba to admire the architecture and do some shopping. Aruba gave me a great time, and it was a most relaxing experience, aside from the credit card incident, which I do admit was an oversight on my part. Still, I learned from it, and I hope it serves as a heads up for you too. Here are a few other things that might help you with saving some money when you visit.